We're already going. So, yeah, whatever you like. So, welcome everyone to the next mini-meet, and we have a new guest, a Mr. Jonathan Gillespie from Oklahoma. That's right, he drove all the way from Oklahoma to go and visit the lab. No, actually, he had some chickens in the poultry show, so. Welcome, welcome. Everybody say hi. I don't know if he prefers Jonathan or John.
I always go by Jonathan.
Jonathan, all right. So he saw this blue Bosch and wanted to take it for a spin because he has a red Bosch over there that's very similar to one I gifted Thomas Rechtenwald. And he had a one heck of a clog in it. So he used a HEPA bag in it, filled up the HEPA bag completely, and it was still working. Now, that's a great thing about HEPA bags. And then it just kind of continued to, fill up in the hose. So we just kind of declogged it a few minutes ago. See, this is his power nozzle right here. And what did you say, Tom Gasco?
Tom Gasco of Missouri Vacuums.
Yeah, yeah. So is that where you acquired it? Or
yes,
I forget now.
That is where he used it at his place for a number of years, and he said sell it for $100 when he was doing clearing house. He's retiring sometime next year. He's trying down the museum gradually. He's trying to get all his machines sold. So you want to see the vacuum museum museum in Rolla, better go see it while you can.
Yeah.
Forever.
He's retiring.
I want to try something else.
Sure.
What's nice about this power nozzle, when you put it in a stationary position, it shuts off.
Yeah. So you seem to be very canister oriented. So, and you have at least one Rainbow.
Yes, Rainbow.
A 93?
D4SE that my parents purchased in October 1992. I know that date because it was manual, which I have no idea where it is now, but it was written down literally October 92, probably written down by the salesman who sold it to my parents. I was born January 94, so it was quite a bit before, or I was born. I came along.
And Tom Gasco refurbed it for you recently.
Yes, he refurbed it for basically $150. I pulled it this year. Essentially, I repurchased it as truly my own. I mean, my parents have been really wanted it. I really wanted it for years. My mom doesn't really care for having so many vacuums and all that. But I took it up. I paid for it. I paid for the refurbishment myself and all that. And it's mine. I know. It's been my. I effectively repurchased it in a way and all that. It's got a new lease on life for another 30 decades or so.
Yeah, they go and go and go, especially if you take care of them.
Oh yes, it was.
Oh, okay. So you want to do the big boy there?
Yeah.
So we'll have to go and figure out the hose for that guy. So. Yeah, this was my parents' Miele in Florida. Yeah, it's a little fiddly. You kind of got to just pull it just a tiny bit, and then it starts to go in. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it. Take it. Cool. Now, do you think you'll have any luck figuring out which hose hanging there is what we need? Oh, look at that. Got it first try. Oops. What am I stepping on here? Don't want to fall over a Bosch nozzle. That'd look really funny. Yeah, the big boy. Big EBK.
Oh, yes.
You know a way around this like you've used one before.
There's a Eureka dealership, or what at least there was, in Tulsa. I live in Bartlesville, just 40 minutes, 45, outside of Bartlesville, just 45 minutes or so north of Tulsa. And I used to go down to Tulsa for this Eureka dealership that may or may not still be there. They had a bunch of Mieles there for a time. I always go down there if I go down to Tulsa for some reason. Go down, try the vacuums down there. They're on display. All that. And they have a bunch of Mieles and all that. They even including the bagless Mieles they came out with a few years ago, which are interesting design.
Any of you canister fans out there watching? I know there's some of you still out there. Very quiet. That's exceptionally quiet.
Oh yes.
I think you can crank it up a little bit more though. I don't think we're maxed. Oh yeah, there we go. Of course, that might be a bit, more than you want it, but it's still there. You got it if you want it. Look at that EBK go. Nice open brush roll design, great carpet lines. Incidentally, I did the bearings in that motor a number of years ago. You can look in the Miele Callisto playlist. It's rather extensive. And you'll see me re-upping the bearings. Oh yeah, great carpet lines. And this power nozzle is nice because it's got a height adjustment. Not all of them do. And that's a problem if you have lots of different flooring types and heights.
I'm gonna try something else. Mind if I tried?
You try whatever, yeah. You want to try that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you gotta...
Yeah.
I mean, you probably want to put a little water in it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. Let me put some water in the bowl. Got some water in the bowl. Gonna go Proluxing. Yeah, with another EBK. This one has lights. So how's that one feel? That's all right. Won't be the first time.
Power nozzle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these even take for with gas, I guess. Everyone's out to design stuff.
Well, I can pick the carpet up if you want to do the bare floor. That's your favorite edge.
Yeah. Machine.
Yeah, the D4 series reincarnated. So what'd you think of that?
Fun machine.
Yeah. How does it compare to your D4? You know, your refurb D4 that...
well, it's certainly a little... It's just what, 30 something year, almost 30 years more advanced.
Yeah.
30 years more advanced, man. Like, talking like 1990 versus... the early 1990s versus the early 2020s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a 2-speed motor. Yeah, it kind of makes me wish Rexair maybe like come up with an update with come out with a Redux model of their classic D4s and all that, like just a more modern incarnation.
Okay, well that's high praise, I think. So the D4 lives on.
What else? Wonder what the water looks like. It's a little cloudy. So it's got something.
Yeah. There's always a little bit in there. Especially when I don't vacuum for weeks at a time because I don't have any tests to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you wrap this?
You know what? There isn't anything much that you do with that. You just kind of wrap it up, lasso it up and just kind of hang it there.
Right, okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So let's see if we can find another machine for him to run. Ooh, we're going to try an upright, and this is my oldest upright. Yeah, D80, dual center D80. That airflow.
Hear the airflow.
Fix it right up. So, geez, I refurbed this in the very end of 2018. So I refurbed this 6 years ago and still runs like it did 6 years ago.
Yeah, when I worked at my own previous jobs, I was custodian and school, and I used a model from the early 70s. Not a little bit newer than this. This is, and it was I think it was and it was changed up from like a shakeout bag to a disposable bag.
Yeah, I bet.
Gave it to Tom Gasco earlier this year, along with a Kenmore power nozzle that belonged to a Kenmore canister vac that my grandfather once had, who has since passed on. He gave the power nozzle to me some years ago after he threw out the canister because it was no longer working and all that. Kind of wish he had kept around the so I gave it to me, but had the power nozzle for many years. I used it with my D4 Rainbow, gave it to Tom, and he used it for parts because the motor was going bad. I'm gonna use this one.
Oh, you don't want the backpack on. Okay. So you'll have to go and put that on, and then we'll have to strap you in.
I can do that.
All right. Now, see, this is one thing that Thomas was less than thrilled with, if you remember that mini-meet. So you may have to adjust the straps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of a small waist. He's got. Okay. Oh, here we go.
And I've got to get you a hose. All right. We shall return. All right, so I think he's all rigged up now. He wanted to use the small power nozzle. You can use a bigger one.
I will listen to this.
Oh, yeah. You know where the power switch is? Now, you're supposed to be able to reach it. Try the other side with your other hand. It's a rocker switch. Are you close? No. A little farther forward. You're almost there. You're almost there. Keep coming forward. Forward. Okay. No, over here. Over here. Here. Keep coming forward. Aha. There you go. That's it. That's it. Yep.
Hard to move.
Yes. And you can't adjust the power, but you do have something in there to reduce the suction a little bit. Yeah, it's not a whole lot, but yeah, that's it's really meant for bare floors, not carpet or low pile carpet, you could say.
It's really efficient for straight suction and very low pile carpet.
Yep.
Actually, it's really convenient. It's really convenient, like a backpack blower.
Yeah.
I want to switch to the big boy.
Oh, you have to switch the whole thing out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you switch the whole thing out. Let me see here. It's oh, wait a minute. Back here. Looking in the wrong spot. There we go. Yeah, that's right. This big boy.
This goes with the Prolux, right?
Yes. Well, it came with the canister, but it also works with the backpack.
Ah, yeah. It works perfectly.
Yeah.
You actually have full suction entirely on this.
Oh yeah. More or less. It's pretty powerful, more or less, for I think it's a 10 amp machine.
You can let that carpet pretty
Yep,
fast.
you can. Yep, sure can.
Oh, I can feel that airflow.
What'd you think of that?
It's interesting.
Yep. Yeah, wearable vacuum. Hey, and he picked another upright. Now this one is special because somebody in your family has and/or had one.
Yeah, my grandmother still has got this. Still got this exact model, except it's blue. It's blue color. It's I think my grandparents got in the mid 2000s, and all it's still somewhere sitting in her basement.
Okay, let it rip. It's got the weirdest power switch
Not loud.
No, it isn't. Yeah, it lifts the carpet a little bit. A little bit.
Simple but effective.
Yep, absolutely. Now the fun part is trying to wind up the cord because it's kind of missing a hook. So I'll help you with that. This has to be the weirdest machine I have. LG. Got LG TV and, you know, an LG vacuum cleaner. It's so strange. Heavy, expensive. Pickup isn't that great. There's a wiper that goes back and forth in there. It's a little hard to see, but it's working.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Goes back and forth real slow. There's nothing wrong with this machine. I didn't have to do anything to it. Very heavy though, like Kirby heavy. Yep, that's actually what it does. It's so weird. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. And this one does have the cord rewind. Be a button there somewhere.
Oh, yes.
I think it's more toward the top. Let's see. There you go. That's it. You found it. Yep. Red button. All right. Okay. All right. So what's next?
I choose just one more.
So many choices. So many choices. You got a big pile over here. You got a pile against the wall.
How about Electrolux?
Electrolux. Okay. All right. We'll do that. And Jonathan has chosen a machine very special to me, 1980 Electrolux Olympia 1 1401B, machine that has been in my family since it was purchased new with an in-home demo in 1980. Have the upgraded hose. I have a more period type of hose. But upgraded hose gives a lot more flow and suction. Yeah, the brush roll is very gentle. Very, very gentle. See, will that pick it up?
Yep, it's picking up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Yeah, probably if you put it at right angles, it might pick up a little bit more, but not too bad for a machine that only uses 1,000 watts for the canister part. So as a reminder, all the machines that Jonathan's run here all have their own playlists. and some of them have a lot of videos in the playlist. So take a peek.
Works like a charm after
almost 45 years. Yeah, pretty amazing. The biggest problem, the Achilles heel for these machines, honestly, was the hose. So those things just... Now, the newer hoses, they're fine. But the original woven hoses, they only lasted short periods, relatively speaking. Yeah, look at the cord rewind. Just sucks it right up. Too bad I couldn't get a matching one, something that was like brown or tan or something like that. But, yeah, whatever. Okay, so the last thing Jonathan wants to do is show off his red Bosch Premium. With a very full bag, but an unclogged hose.
Yeah, Tom pointed out something to me interesting, is that the designer of this machine said it's tended to be used at mid-power, so if you move it slowly, I noticed it takes a little bit of effort to move past mid-power.
Okay, so maybe it has some kind of indent in there, or a notch.
Yeah, like I think he said to me when I saw him in Rolla that the motor that you keep it at mid power, like you tend to use it full power for quick pickups. Mid power is what most people should be using it at, like it extends the life of the motor and all that, and then it has extends the life of the motor and has a desirable performance.
Well, it certainly will extend the life of the motor. So anything that spins slower generates less heat and resistance, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like to push it just a little bit past, not going to full power.
Well, sitting right there, I mean, in that particular power configuration, this is very quiet. So Thomas knows what this is like, because he has one.
And of course, one measure once.
Boom! Yep. I'm ready to go back in. Okay, so any parting words would you like to close us out of this mini meeting?
Nothing in particular, but happy vacuuming, I guess.
Okay, all right. So repeats the famous Vac Lab tagline. Okay, thanks once again, Jonathan, for traveling all the way from Oklahoma to come out and visit with me.
Yeah, and I'll be in Columbus till Sunday. This Sunday, today is the 8th, so it's Sunday the 10th. I'll be going back home. Long trip up here. I just conked out in the afternoon in my hotel room.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy. Hope you had a good time, and I hope everybody had a great time watching. Thanks, and until next time, happy vacuuming.